Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that he chose to join me today as we were going to Joyce, but as it turns out, she actually, I don't know where her check is. I don't know what that is. I've looked at her the dialogue tree. Oh, I remember what it is. I remembered what it is as well. Kim.
Yes?
So, I have you locked in here, but there should be a volition check on him as well. I wonder what it is. Either way, we're not going to Joyce. We're going to the south. It's day 3. It's Wednesday. We have things to do. And that is even before talking with the Hardy Boys, which we absolutely have to do. A sewer grate. A gateway to the river of filth. It's Boo. Ooh, got people down here. They don't say anything though. Morning, officer. That's curious. This isn't down yet. That's really interesting. I thought it would be down. I mean, it is gonna be down, but I think we need to activate that manually. The first time I did that, I thought I had done that by mistake. But as it turns out, that's a lie. Or rather, that's my mistake that I remember that as being like that. I think we have to activate it all the time, always. No matter what we want to do, we have to activate that little canal operational thingy. We're gonna do that later. Don't worry about it. Let's have a chat with Hardy.
It's you again.
He acknowledges you gruffly, as always.
What is it?
I found someone who saw the hanging. A witness.
A witness?
The tall man crosses his arms on his chest.
You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and is in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local. Titus scratches the back of his head and asks.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Well, let's just say he's a high-ranking government official, and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town.
Titus looks over his shoulder to his men.
Nice try, right?
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate.
He turns to you.
Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets.
He says, provokingly.
What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Damn, they wormed their way out of it, somehow. Try something else if you can.
The witness said he saw 2 people of Aeropagite descent and 1 Mesk.
Aeropagite?
He starts laughing.
Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah.
Titus nods.
What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
The witness said it all looked like a surreal play.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language.
The Mesk spits on the ground angrily.
Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem?
The little guy addresses everyone and no one.
Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right?
He doesn't wait for an answer.
I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes in his notebook.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Enough about the witness.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word.
Kalaji says she wasn't raped.
Fuck.
The big man's eyes and veins bulge.
I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record,
Elizabeth steps in, forcefully.
Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz.
He turns back to you.
He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know.
The rat-faced man says carefully.
A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Crazy? What are you talking about? She was very lucid.
She wasn't raped.
The lieutenant's voice is beginning to betray his agitation.
The witness's statements were very clear.
Lawman,
He says through clenched teeth.
I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
Something breaks in him. He takes a step closer and says,
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy!
Elizabeth's voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
The room is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The rest of the cafeteria has gone quiet, too. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper,
The tattooed man snaps his fingers to get your attention.
we know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T.
He turns to Titus, who's still breathing heavily.
What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad.
He slams an audio tape on the table.
Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence.
His eye twitches.
The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
So what's on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the Dorgun a Mega Mix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to it?
Where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
So you've bugged them? How?
We have machines.
He nods.
We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications.
He takes a little note.
How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced.
The heavy man wheezes.
You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
The chief picks his beer back up to offer a silent toast.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
The lieutenant whispers.
Where can I listen to this?
He mocks.
Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
His voice echoes like thunder in the small room.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
He repeats calmly in a hushed voice.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
It's definitely too broken. That's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman.
He pushes the little tape toward you with his giant hand.
Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine, I'll listen to it, and I'm gonna take the tape.
You do that.
He says, adjusting his belt buckle.
Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I just found a bullet in the hanged man's head.
A bullet, you say?
He pats the back of his head.
That's mighty curious.
Indeed. Mighty. How did it get there?
The lieutenant is fixed on Titus. And Titus gives you an indulgent look.
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads.
He sighs deeply.
I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know?
He taps on his right temple.
Just statistically speaking, of course.
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes.
I'm gonna ask you again, why was this, and I'm gonna show them the bullet, in the victim's head?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
The little man leans in to inspect the leaden blossom.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
Yeah, I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think?
He raises his finger.
I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man.
Alain pinches the root of his nose.
That's a good one.
All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit!
He throws his head back.
I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk.
The little guy looks you in the eye.
Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During?
Elizabeth spreads her arms.
This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Don't worry. We will figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
He crosses his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
I'm going to take off now. So I need to find a way to play this tape. It's right there. A magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. It supposedly holds a recording of the mercenary task force radio communications recorded via a encryption, also known as decryption, because D is a prefix, N is a prefix as well, and they mean opposite things. It's really weird that it's decryption. Either way, because it's cryptic and stuff. A decryption station, not a good omen, requires a boombox to play. A boombox? I think I might have seen that. Elizabeth?
I've got nothing to say to you.
Okay. Well, the pawn shop might be a thing. A place for me to buy a boombox. But also, didn't this guy have a boombox? Or was it frite? Hey.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Ooh, I can have another rhetoric check to persuade him to give me money. He's got a poor, underprivileged grandma, so that's a -1. But he ratted out the lady driver, so that's a +1. Okay, well, I don't have skill points, so I'm not going to be able to bring my rhetoric any higher. But let's focus on the tape, I suppose. Gents, excuse me. Let's see if I can buy a boombox here. Right, this is where I heard the sound all the time. I don't remember if I had anything... Oh yeah, there's the boombox up there. Let's see.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding.
Nothing there.
A typical Martinez streetlight sit.
That's the weird one.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Can I just play a tape on one of the boomboxes real quick?
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now.
Can I get a discount on this boombox? A police discount?
A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
Just don't ask him for the smallest amount. You'll insult him. The others will work. Careful. You can only do this once.
Well... let's make it 8 real.
Actually, yes. Let's. 8 is an even better number than 12. Even more internal balance.
He observes the light on the wall and adds.
Better integrity, too.
No, thanks for the discount, man. Here's the money for the boombox.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Will it, though? This is the reel-to-reel boombox of everyone's youth. A little banged up, a little chipped, and honestly not that loud either. Looks cool though. Excels at being carried on the shoulder, allowing you to play audio tape items and blast music into the face of unsuspecting strangers. Well, it's reel-to-reel. Unfortunately, I only have the one reel. So how's that gonna work? Is it just gonna be reel-to-air? Because it's gonna ruin the you know, it's gonna take the tape out and it's gonna ruin it, right? Can I interact with it from here?
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader.
I'm gonna play the tape. You push commenceur and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachon.
A man's voice says,
This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Another loud screech. Some kind of machinery.
The harbor.
The lieutenant takes his notebook out.
That's the son of a Kvalsund crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too.
More static.
Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice one.
This part is unintelligible.
I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter, You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
A click. Then silence. The rest of the tape is empty.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your portereel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I agree. He also sounded inebriated.
Still.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You are familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion. Who's this Corti?
Corti could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
And what's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
Yeah. Okay then. What now? I'm gonna remove the tape.
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you?
He looks around.
This seems to contradict her testimony. At least to some degree.
At least to some degree indeed. Well, I'll see you later, good man. Trying to go out. For some reason, it didn't want to click. Let's do this, though. See if it does anything.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle.
I'm gonna pull the lever up. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. And then...
the water lock starts moving.
It does indeed.
Okay.
The lieutenant looks across the canal.
If we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing. Achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
But I just want to have a look. Interesting that he actually, you know, doesn't impede me from going there. I could go there. It's a place. It's a whole place. The coast. It's kind of funny because this is the coast as well. But either way, we need to go to Klaji. And that's where we're going. Yeah, it's interesting that he... Oh, also I should go to the right to work dude. I wonder what his name is. Either way, also need to buy drugs. It's interesting that he actually, you know, keeps me on track. What is his name?
Right to work! Right to work!
The ostensible leader of the strikebreakers chants furiously.
Shame on you!
His name is Scab Leader, and I cannot tell him about the tape. I wanted to, though. Okay, let's go into frite. The yellow roses in the window, they aren't the flowers that were left for Klaji. Or those aren't the flowers. Yeah, I didn't expect them to be.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
But I have not 1 bottle. Hey.
Is this about the questions again?
No, it isn't.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
What do those products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Dramamine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is...
She stops.
I don't really know what hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Can you be a little bit more specific? She chews her bubblegum absent-mindedly.
No, sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Who's Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste. You know.
She nods slowly at the cabinet.
The pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste.
She points to the cabinet.
That one. There.
Okay, well, the game tells me what it is, so it's fine. So we have +3 morale, +3 drugs, and we have a discount if we buy 3 in a row. Let's go. I need Dramamine.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Hopefully so. I'll probably need a couple more of each just to be safe and at ease.
Okay, here. Okay, here.
And we have 7 and 8. That is perfectly fine. Thank you very much. And now, wait, that means that I didn't interact with that before. Did I interact with this?
To the left of some croissants and juice bottles, you see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf. One is missing. The one you legally purchased.
Legally purchased. Yes, absolutely. I'll see you later, ma'am. Or miss. Or something. I don't know how English does. I think it's miss. It's supposed to be miss. Either way, let's go to talk to Clashy. But let's do it in the next episode because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.